Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's room of choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Sure. Once upon a time, a mom needed a new car.
Was she brave?
She was tired, mostly. But she went to Carvana.com and found a great car at a great price. No secret treasure map required.
Did you have to fight a dragon?
Nope. She bought it 100% online. From her bed, actually.
Was it scary?
Honey, it was as unscary as car buying could be.
Did the car have a sunroof?
It did, actually.
Okay, good story.
Car buying you'll want to tell stories about. Buy your car today on
Carvana.
Delivery fees may apply.
Coach Tim LaComb. Presented by Mountain Land Supply on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Scott Gerard alongside the coach, Tim LaComb. Hope you're all having a great day today. I know I am. All right. Is our guy there by chance? He is. You know what? So I all this this storm is brewing on Twitter. Everybody's mad. Utah State fans are mad. BYU fans are mad about something. I don't know. Everybody gets mad on Twitter these days. And I see our guy JT. He's in the middle of it because it's Twitter, and JT always gets in the middle of things on Twitter, which is why he's a must follow. And I love that guy to death. And I said, hey, Coach, I bet JT will join us this next segment. And you called him up, and sure enough, joining us now, the great Jonathan Tavernari. How are you, JT?
Anything and everything for the guy sitting next to you, Scotty. He knows it. He knows it. His wife knows it. His children know it. And anything and every time he calls, I will absolutely answer.
Would you answer my calls if I were to call out of the blue?
I mean,
debatable.
Is there a head-made pen that comes with that, Scotty?
He brings up that pen. I will get you. You know what? My boy and I have been back in the shop knocking them out some. So you will have some by the next 2 weeks. I will make sure you have a beautiful handmade pen.
I'm holding you to that now.
No, I will.
And while you're making him one, I need one. Get over that lathe. Right? It's a lathe.
This is not going how you expect it, Scotty.
No, that's all right though. I got to make up for lost time. All right, so Utah State, BYU playing not a game in Logan, but a game in Provo next year. Then in the Delta Center. Your first thoughts when you saw that as a guy that's been a big part of this rivalry?
Yeah. So first things first, super excited, right? Nothing but great respect for Utah State. You know. Their program, coming from the university and the support of the fans with so many coaching changes in the last few years, nevertheless, they're still delivering. And I think that's a testament to their fans and to the environment that they've created, the expectations that they have set in Logan. Right. And so excited for that. The second is, in this day and age, and, Timmy, I just don't remember a ton of this from our time at BYU, mainly because you guys would just tell us, hey, go win a game and stop worrying about everything else, and nothing else will matter if we win games. But I feel like in the last 10 years, 15 years, the whole thing of quad 1 win, quad 2 win, and net rankings and, this type of stuff, I feel like that has taken on a life of itself that, in all honesty, I didn't have to deal with. And so when BYU looked, and again, I'm speaking from just conversations that I've had with folks around the BYU program, when BYU looks at playing a game at Utah State, is there just as much of a value to them for on the metrics as there is let's go play a game at Madison Square Garden, or let's go play a game at, an NBA arena at in Oklahoma City. And so I just don't know, in the day and age of today, in the metrics and the way that you use things for recruiting, if a game in Logan is as valuable as a game as an NBA arena. And so, as a BYU guy, I appreciate that they're taking a look at that, because at the end of the day, the metrics are important today. But, as someone that loves the state of Utah, someone that, got his ass kicked in Logan, and someone that very much. I talk a lot of trash to Utah State because I was 2-1 against them, but the spanking I got in Logan, I remember. And the whole winning team, losing team, and right, left. When I found out, I respect those guys, and I think it's a great university. And so, kind of a bittersweet, right? Because you would wish you had a home and home, but happy that the game is going to be played nonetheless.
Was that the game we started Zylstra at the point?
No, Brock didn't play a ton get game. This is the game that we went in and nothing was working. Ty Wesley was a junior. They had a couple of other guys there, and I think I shot like 1 for 12 or something like that. And Jimmer didn't have a good game. Neither did Jackson. We were trying to figure out with Tyler coming off the bench, and they just played well, and they had a good team, and they went to the NCAA tournament that year. So it's not like we waltzed in there, playing a bunch of scrubs. They were good that year.
What are you? That's one memory, but like what stands out to you when we used to go up there? The game environment, anything, where we stayed, any of that stuff that may be fun to tell.
Yeah. So I will say this,
and legal.
Okay, so I won't mention that half of the stuff I was going to do it. So, okay. So just a great college environment. You know what I mean? As soon as you pull up, you pulled up with the bus, fans were lining up. The way that the arena very much reminded me of the pit, right? The way that it was just kind of going down a little bit is an incredible vibe. The student section, incredible. They were very organized. Whatever was the guy that used to be dressed with a tongue and
Wild
his
Bill.
belly
Wild
out.
Bill, yeah.
Wild Bill and the curtain, right? And it was the beginning of the year, and it was a big game for us, a big game for them. Because of everything we did over their summers, Timmy, and you remember how I used to organize pickup, became really close with Ty Wesley. Tyler Newbold, which is someone that we recruited at BYU, but ultimately ended up at Utah State, is a very dear, close friend of mine. And so just a lot of fun memories, but probably my favorite memory was the game that we had at Energy Solutions my junior year. And, it was a big game. We were ranked 24th in the country. We needed a win to stay in the top 25. I ended up having a really good game. Had to make a few free throws in a row in the end of the game to seal the deal. And that was also the last weekend that I never knew my wife, because on Monday I met my wife after that game. On Tuesday we had our first date. Wednesday the first kiss. Thursday our second date. And Friday I asked Kiri to marry me. So the game at Energy Solutions was the last time that I was a single man.
I sold my car in Carvana last night.
Well, that's cool.
No, you don't understand. It went perfectly. Real offer, down to the penny. They're picking it up tomorrow. Nothing went wrong.
So, what's the problem?
That is the problem. Nothing in my life goes as smoothly. I'm waiting for the catch.
Maybe there's no catch.
That's exactly what a catch would want me to think.
Wow, you need to relax.
I need to knock on wood. Do we have wood? Is this table wood?
I think it's laminate.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's close enough.
Car selling without a catch. Sell your car today on
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
All right, wait. Okay, all right.
That was a little too much at the end.
No.
Thanks.
All right, no. So Monday you met, Wednesday first kiss, Friday second date, and then you proposed on the 6 days after meeting.
Right out there on the side of the court by the old pit.
Yeah. So I met her on Monday. Tuesday we had our first date. Wednesday we had our first kiss. Thursday we had our second date. And then Friday, I asked her to marry me. So,
5 days. Okay. All right.
Yes. Yep.
Wow. And she said yes.
And we've been together ever since. And the Lacombs have been front row for every single part of it.
So when JT comes, he's like, hey, coach.
I saw that happen.
Yeah, like this was right in front of you.
Yeah, I saw him get down on a knee. Yeah, and I was like, didn't he just meet her? All right. I mean, hey, dude, he was always ready to shoot the shot.
Yeah,
right?
no, that's the thing.
You see an open shot, you understand what, he knew who she was because she is fantastic. So he got lucky in that regard.
Hey, now we got Coach here. Give us keep him FCC approved here, but what are your favorite Coach stories?
Oh, no.
My first one of it all is I didn't know who he was. And there's two stories that I'll tell you. The first one is I didn't know who he was, and I remember afterwards, but my freshman year, he was still with the staff at the U, and he was talking to Walter Ruiz, who is the coach that helped me come to America, right? And I remember just going to half court and just kind of getting a backhanded compliment of like, hey, you're kind of a little weird when you were at Timview, but you just got done killing us. You're a great player. And I was like, do I take him or tell him to go to hell? Like I didn't know where to go with this. And so that was another one. That was the first that I was like, wait, I remember this guy. But the second one was, I've always loved kids, like I moved to America when I was 16. I was a big kid inside, and and Timmy had just been hired, and we knew he was hired, but we didn't know when he was starting. And I'm at the BYU basketball camp, and I am literally I'm probably playing with about 15 kids. We're playing 1-on-14, 101, right? And it's before camp started. And I had done a workout, at 6 a.m. and I always did those. And Timmy was a big part of that. And he shows up with, breakfast and with a Powerade. He's like, hey, JT, just wanted to say hello. Today's my first day. And I'm like, that really stood out for me as someone that always cared. And I grew close to him, his wife, Rachel, his kids. And, I went to plays and performances that his kids did. And,
oh, that's cool.
Salt of the earth, and he takes my call every time. And, I've been able to ask him questions and guidance on a lot of things. And, I know you miss your buddy, and, Hans was a great part of my time in Europe, and I listened to him all the time when I was there. That, Scotty, but, I couldn't have picked or prayed or designed a better guy to be next to you than Tim Lacombe, because no one is as connected, knows as much about, Utah sports than that guy. And so what a great pickup you had.
Hans.
Lloyd, knock it off.
Hey, JT, you I think you're the man. And just a little color to one of those stories, I was new there, and my kids just absolutely loved JT because he was always so nice to them, and would, have Sam come over and shoot with them, and was fun with my daughter. And so she had a play. She was probably like 5th grade or something. And, I guess one way or another he heard about it. So we get to the play, and I turned to my right, and JT's standing there looking for us. He drove all the way over from Provo to be there for my daughter. And that was just the type of guy, that we were dealing with. Yes, he's crazy sometimes when he's with the stuff he says. But I have been too, and I laugh because I remember he irritated me at Timpview because he was so arrogant. Like, man, if that guy would just put the time into being a guy. And then, my compliment to him was he put the time in to be a guy, and he did. He came up to the U and hit a bunch of threes and ended a big, long streak of Utah beating BYU up there.
Jonathan Tavernari joining us right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. JT, always appreciate you. You know that you have an open invitation to join the show anytime you want, and we would let's not make this a one-time thing. Make sure we get you on the reg, okay?
Hey, absolutely. And as always, you guys are killing it. The show is great lineup, and whenever you guys need me, just have Chimmy FaceTime me or call me, because he's on my favorites. Do not disturb comes through.
Okay, you followed the script perfectly. You'll be getting the money. Thanks for taking part in this today.
The pen will be on your way. I promise.
Thanks for saying all the right things. I love you, kid.
Appreciate you. Love you, Timmy. Bye-bye.
There he is, Jonathan Tavernari.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Sure. Once upon a time, a mom needed a new car.
Was she brave?
She was tired, mostly. But she went to Carvana.com and found a great car at a great price. No secret treasure map required.
Did you have to fight a dragon?
Nope. She bought it 100% online. From her bed, actually.
Was it scary?
Honey, it was as unscary as car buying could be.
Did the car have a sunroof?
It did, actually.
Okay, good story.
Car buying you'll want to tell stories about. Buy your car today on
Carvana.
Delivery fees may apply.